They had a conversation one day because the king felt it was time for there to be a queen. And the way for a queen to come is for the prince to go look for a princess. So one day the king said,
Go out and get a princess. Okay.
He went to get his trusty horse, and the king went to get his Princess Pea predictor.
Oh, hello.
Just a second, Charlie. And the king put his princess predictor in the proper place. A lot of peas with us today. So the king found a princess the prince found a princess along the way and said to her,
In my castle?
and so the princess climbed aboard the trusty horse, went trip-trop through the woods, back. And the horse went to the barn. The prince and the princess said hello to the king. It was very late that day.
I brought you a princess.
And the king said, "It's late in the day, let's put her in the bedroom."
It's late in the day, let's put her in the bedroom.
So they showed her to the royal princess bed. And she climbed up. And the king and the prince went to sleep themselves. Just close your eyes and sleep. Well, that pea got to work, and she creaked and wiggled and rolled and pushed for hours, but that Indian princess just slept on and slept on. And the pea kept rolling and pushing until finally she wore herself out and went to sleep. At 5:45, the king's alarm clock went off. Alarm clock.
Chicken along.
The alarm clock went off. Hello?
Oh.
Stand up. Stand up, please. That was a loud enough clock to wake up the king and the princess. Woke up the princess too. The Indian princess came downstairs. And she sat down, and the king and the prince asked her,
How did you sleep? How did you sleep?
Good.
Sorry, you're not the kind of princess we need.
And the swan princess went off.
You mean the Indian princess?
The Indian princess went off. And the king told the prince to try again.
Try again.
He got his trusty horse. Passing through the woods, he found a beautiful maiden and said,
Are you a princess? Yes. Would you like to come to the castle? Yes.
So they climbed aboard.
You have to get back on, you have to ride in the back here. Hold on to this cake. Right, there you go. Not too
And off they went through the woods. The horse went back to the barn, and the prince brought the princess in.
Here's the princess. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Show her to the royal bedroom.
And they showed her to the royal bedroom, and she climbed up and curled up to sleep. And out came the pea and went to work. And she wiggled. The king was asleep. And pushed. She was a rather acrobatic pea, but she wore herself out again for the second night and went to sleep. At 5:45, right on time, the chicken alarm clock went off. And that was so loud everybody in the castle woke up.
Even
The swan princess came downstairs and sat down in the royal chair.
How did you sleep? Good. Sorry, you're not the kind of princess.
She went off into the sunset for her own journey adventure.
Alice, go in my swamp and get some fish.
All right. Come on, swine. Get some fish.
And the king again told told the prince to try again.
Try one last time.
It's okay.
So off went the prince. And they rode the road. There was the princess.
Are you a princess?
She happened to be just the regular garden variety, nothing fancy. Everyday princess, and the prince asked her,
Would you like to come to my castle?
and she climbed aboard and off they went. The horse went to the barn, and the prince and princess came into the...
Here's our princess. It's late in the day. Let's show it a little bit.
She got a royal escort to the royal room, and once again out came the pea. She wiggled and jiggled and pushed and pulled, and the princess rolled and tossed and could not sleep for anything. Until the pea finally wore herself out. Just then the alarm clock went off again. And the princess came downstairs and sat in the royal chair.
How did you sleep?
I don't mean to be rude.
I don't mean to be rude, but I slept terrible last night.
And the king and the prince,
Hooray!
hooray, they had found that just your average princess is enough for any castle. The end. Slight intermission.
All right.
Wesley, you're